Hello everybody, my name is Will Joswiak. I'd like to say a few things on behalf of Butch Hartman, my favorite creator of my favorite cartoons that I've grown up with over the past couple of years. In case you guys did not hear, Butch uploaded a video about 2 days ago saying that he was going to leave Nickelodeon, and I'm very shocked, and I'm very disappointed that he had to make an important decision and he had to leave. So Butch, I got a few words to say to you. Let me start off by saying, first of all, my profile name says Dan Bilesma. He used to coach for the Penguins and the Sabres, but that's not my real name. I put a different name so I wouldn't give away my personal information. But I'm not going to give any more stuff away from that. So, here we go. Butch, I am very disappointed in your behavior that led you to leave Nickelodeon. Why on earth would you decide to go to a place where nobody, like the new network, for example, like where nobody does anything there? Nobody does work. Nobody creates stuff there. It's not even on TV. Think of all the voice actors you're leaving behind. Tara Strachan, Grey DeLisle, Rob Paulsen. I bet you they're disappointed too. But Butch, you don't care about all of that. All you care about is leaving your loved ones behind. You're married and you have two precious daughters, Carly and Sophia, who, to be honest, I think they're really nice people. But I think we could do better than that, Butch. I think all we need to do is just for you to say, you know what? I think what I did was wrong. I'm ashamed of myself, but I must move on. That's exactly what you were thinking. And meanwhile, me, Will Joswiak, I forgot to explain this to you, by the way. What I like to do is that whenever I watch The Fairly Odd Parents or Danny Phantom or Bunsen is a Beast or etc., I like to listen to music from the 1980s with the cartoon on mute, of course, so I wouldn't hear both. But those are two things that go better together for me. Like grilled cheese and tomato soup, something like that. And I am doing so good this year at my high school. I'm getting good grades, and I've done all the work that I could. This is my senior year in high school. I even won homecoming cane, which is excellent. But I heard this news and I was like, you know what, I got to make a video about this. So that's what I'm doing so that's what I'm doing right now. I have to stop right here and say to myself that this friend of mine came up to me on the street the other day. I don't want to say his name. I'm not going to embarrass him, but he's in my gym class every day, and he says, "Hey, Will, did you hear about Butch Hartman leaving Nickelodeon?" I'm like, "No, what are you talking about?" So he emailed me a thumbnail of the picture of why I left Nick, and I watched it and I was like, "This is not happening right now. Are you freaking kidding me?" So I saw it and I was like, you know what? Some things are gonna happen around here, and that is going to be in Nickelodeon. Some big changes are going to be made by you, Butch, you fool. I don't see Nickelodeon getting better anytime soon. Recently, they removed SpongeBob SquarePants from the Nicktoons channel, and about 5 or 6 years ago, they removed The Fairly Odd Parents, and almost all of your cartoons, Butch, that you made, which are funny and hilarious, but now not funny anymore because of the fact you left, they're not even airing on Nickelodeon anymore, but they're airing on Nicktoons. As a matter of fact, there's one on right now. Episode titled "No Substitute for Crazy," Season 5, Episode 22. So, could this be because of a Nicktoons marathon that they're airing in honor of Butch Hartman? Maybe Nickelodeon doesn't want any kids who love the network to know about this. But guess what? I knew about it, and I felt embarrassed. And I honestly feel like once you made that decision, Butch, I'm talking to you, that you felt like a dirty crybaby. All of the work you have done for 20 years here at Nickelodeon, from the start of Oh Yeah cartoons in 1997, to the first episode of The Fairly Odd Parents in 2001 to ban a couple of, well, I wouldn't say ban a couple scenes, but they banned a couple scenes of SpongeBob due to September 11th. But I'm not saying anything, let's not go down that path. But I just for the record, I'm very disappointed in you, Butch, that you had to make this decision. I was going to make a tweet saying that I was trying to send all the voice actors out there by saying, oh, here's what I like to do. I'm watching The Fairly Odd Parents right now while I'm listening to Games People Play by the Alan Parsons Project. It's a great song. You've never heard it before. Honestly, you've never heard it before. So that's just the basic forum of the fact that why I'm so angry. There's a pimple on my head, and when it pops, it acts like the Holocaust is going to happen. But let's not go down that path. The main reason why I'm making this video is to tell everybody that they should be ashamed for what they heard about him leaving Nickelodeon. It was absolutely ridiculous and disgusting, and you know what? It's the number 2 trending video on YouTube right now. And I'm like, you know what? That should not be a trending video, okay? That's an important decision that he has to make. It's not like anybody in his family died or anything. It's not like anything bad or something like that. But just for the record, Butch, I am very disappointed in you. What you did was the stupidest thing you've ever done. And I am going to feel guilt for the rest of my life. But, Butch, you don't care about all of that. You care about all the work you're doing for this new network thing that I've never heard of before. And meanwhile, you're leaving 380 million people in the United States of America watching your favorite cartoons in different cultures, in different languages, in different parts of the world, because they want to see the nice work that you've done. And to me, that's respectful. But for some reason, I was born with I have autism, okay? And sometimes high-function autistic people do what they have to do what's best for them. So, I like to listen to music from the 1980s while I watch your shows. I'm not sure why, but it just works for me. And I usually get loud whenever the songs come on. I usually get loud whenever there's a big part of the song that I really want to listen to. But it's not... It just fucking sucks that now I don't feel like I'm suitable enough to do this job anymore. It hurts me, and all I'm going to do from the inside is think of you whenever you are not around, Nick. And for me, it's not going to work anymore by me listening to music and watching The Fairly Odd Parents and listen to all those great songs from the 80s that I want all the voice actors out there to know about. So I cannot continue to go to school every day with people that bother me. I do that every day when I'm on the computer, and it soothes me. But sometimes it gets very loud. And I don't care if it gets very loud. I want to be as loud as I want. But there's some people who say, well, please be quiet because you're bothering people when they do work. And I'm like, you know what? Okay. So I have no other choice. But I think that this decision that Butch Hartman made was absolutely ridiculous. And for that, I say, Butch Hartman, you suck. Because you are better than that. You are going to leave the 380 million people in the United States that I mentioned earlier down the drain, because now they're not going to watch any of your shows anymore because of the fact that you stated that Bunsen is a Beast will be ending up after season 1, and they might not do the Fairly Odd Parents anymore on Nicktoons. That's been on for 15 years. You're in such a good mood even the day before you uploaded that video. Butch, what's wrong with you? You are a maniac. From Mount Lebanon, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I'm Will Joswiak. Good night, everyone.